Hello, hi. My name is Dureswamy. I'm lecturer in Government Polytechnic Airport. So that means I'm giving the topic. So that is machine drawing for the third semester mechanical engineering. So the last class also, so this we discuss about the different types of, so that means we are in the threaded fashioners. So that means threaded fashioners already in the last classes our colleagues has explained the different types of fastener, that is temporary fasteners, permanent fasteners, construction of hexagonal headed bolts, square headed bolts, and their application. They're all everything there explains. So that means in addition that the continuation of that in the last class I also explained the eye bolts. So these eye bolts are mainly used for this lifting of heavy machine component. So this eye bolts is having a loop, so that means it is a circular shape, and that means that circular shape has to be, so this again one more, it's having a threaded portion into which the components which we want to lift it, then it has to be screwed, and then with the help of this ropes or wire or it may be a rod, it has to get lifted up. So that we discussed in the last class. And the locking devices in the last class, the locking device also we discussed. The locking device mainly, so because of this continuous use of this threaded fastener due to a vibration, due to a motion, due to a load or some other reason, so that means there may be a self loosening takes place. To avoid that, then we go for using a lock. We have to lock the lock nut by using different types of locking. So these techniques, so that means the different types of locking devices are locking by a lock nut, locking by a split pin, locking by this cast nut. That all those things we discussed in the last class. Okay, and the continuation of that, so that means we have stud bolts. The stud or stud bolts. It is also known as stud bolts. So that means it's a bolt. It's also a type of bolt with the threads on both the ends. So that means it is also a thread, but it's also a bolt with threads on both the end, but it does not have any. So this then end. So that means bolt head. So it is designed to be screwed permanently into a fixed part at one end and to receive a nut on the other ends. The stud bolts are externally threaded fasteners without a head, used with two nuts on either side, substituting usual bolt and nut assembly. Stud bolts are prominently used in flange connections. Okay, it is a headless bolt having a thread on either side. It is used where there is no place for accommodating bolt head. Example in the case of IC engines. So this over this there is an engine plant over this, so this cylinder head has to be fitted. So that means to mount the cylinder head, so that means because of this presence of this bolt head in the conventional bolt, it leads to obstructions. So to avoid that, we go for using a stud bolts. So in this, the cylinder block and the cylinder head is mounted with the help of stud bolts. So that means to mount the stud bolts, so to make the joint, first one, the stud is first screwed into one of the parts to be joined. A stud is drive in the form of thick hexagon nut with a blind threaded hole in use for purpose. After placing the second part over the stud, okay, a nut is screwed on over the nut end. It is usual to provide in the second part. A hole is slightly larger. So in this, a hole in this slightly larger than the stud nominal diameters. So that means to say that we can see the sketch of this. So that means this is the sketch stud bolts. So that means this is having this threaded portion. So this is also one more threaded portion, and this having a shine. The first one is, so this threaded portion is inserted into the, so this component we were example engine cylinder head, cylinder blank. So then the cylinder head is placed here. So then afterwards, so then the nut is inserted and it has to get tightens. So that means this is actually the stud or stud bolts. So next is washers. Okay. A washers. What is washer? A washer is a cylindrical piece of metals. It's a piece of metal it is circular in shape with a hole to receive the bolts. It is circular in nature but it's at the center it's having a hole. It is used to give the perfect seating for the nut. Okay, so that means normally it is used to give perfect. So the function of using the washers in the case of this master assembly is to, so there are three reasons. One is, so because of this presence of the washer, it gives perfect seating for the nut and to, so that means so this washer is used because of the component and the, so this bolt, it gives a perfect seating arrangement. And second one is to distribute the tightening force uniformly to the parts under the joint. So that means it will distribute the, so this force uniformly, and also prevents from nut from damaging, because normally the washers are of, so these washers are of softer material as compared with the, so these bolts are some other material. So on tightening, so that means the washer get damaged, but it will not damage the component. Okay, a washer is a thin plate with a hole at the center. At the hole, so there is a, so this at the center there is a hole. It is used to distribute the load of a threaded fasteners. It is used to distribute the load. Other users have, it is also used as a spacers, spring, wear pad, preload indicating devices, locking device to reduce the vibrations. Washers often have an outer diameter OD about twice the inner diameter, but this can be very, so this quietly varied. Washers are usually metal or plastic. Sometimes the rubber or some other, so some soft materials are used, like so this aluminum, so this brass, gasket type. Normally it is a soft material. High quality bolted joint require hardened steel washers to prevent the loss of preload due to a braining after the torque is applied. Washers is also important for preventing galvanic corrosions. For that avoiding, it also acts like a galvanic corrosions. It is also used. See here we can see the sketch of different types of washers. So that means washer is a, so circular shape, and it's having a different thickness. Thickness vary depends upon the application, and the diameter also get vary, and the shape of washer is also vary from one to one, because it all depends upon the application. Even the material of the washer is also vary, again it depends upon the applications. So that means to calculate the, so these washers, so that to draw the washers outer diameter of the washer, so that means to find the outer diameter, assume this is the D, that is nominal diameters. It is 2D, 2 times of diameter plus 4 millimeter. Inside diameter is, so this 2D plus 1 millimeter, because 1 millimeter is what clearance is, 1 millimeter diameter extra provided, acts like a clearance. Thickness of washer is 0.15 millimeters, and material used for the washers are softer than the nut or bolt or anything. So because normally MS mild steels are using, coppers we are using it, brass we are using it, rubber or aluminum. Anyway it is a, so this softer material. So that means to say that now we are clear that the washer is a, it's a, so this piece of, so this metal, it is a circular in shape. It is used for the, so this perfect seating arrangement to distribute the load uniformly, and one more is it also avoid the damages. Next, on the continuation of that, so there is a machine screws or cap screws. Machine screws or cap screws. The machine screws, a screw and bolt are similar types of fasteners made of metals. So that means the screws and bolts are similar types of fasteners made of metals. Okay, characterized by a helical head known as male thread screws. It is known as male thread screws. Screws are often self-threading. It is also known as self-tapping when the screw is turned, creating an internal thread that helps pull the fastened material together and to prevent pull-out. Those commonly fashioned by screws include wood, sheet metal, and casting. So that means here again machine screws and cap screws varies. So the machine screws are normally, they are smaller size as compared with the cap screws, used for fashioning the two parts whenever we want to. So this head, so this we can join by using a machine screws, one with a clearance hole, other with a tapped holes. Manufactured bright in finish and not heat treated. So that means the machine screws are not heat treated, so that it should be softer. Example is mainly used in So the jigs and fixtures application, and the maximum diameter of the machine screws is 20 millimeters and the maximum length is 50 millimeter. 50 millimeter length of machine screws are used. So similarly we have cap screws. The cap screw, so these are all produced with a high finishing forms. So that means the finishing form is a very important thing. Is it is mainly used where the clearance and appearance, accuracy and appearance are very important. So these are all produced in different diameters up to 100 millimeters, a length of 250 millimeters. Okay, so that means to say that the machine screws and cap screws, so these are vary, but so these are all almost a similar type. They are used in many of the application. So thank you Anurag.